Pattern Edge Manager allows you to edit seam allowances for a selected pattern edge. Under the Pattern Edges section, you will see a list of each pattern piece and the edges associated with a given piece. Under Edge is a list of each pattern piece. Click the drop down on each piece to see each edge associated with that piece and the seam allowance or offset amount for that edge. Selected edges will highlight blue in the viewport. In the Pattern Edge Properties section is where you can edit the properties of a selected edge. Edge start and stops are defined by the split points, or the teal points you see along a pattern edge. The starts and stops go in a counterclockwise direction along a pattern piece. Offset allows you to change the seam allowance amount of a selected edge and its unit type. The start and end condition changes the start or end condition of a pattern edge where it meets another boundary edge's start or stop point. None sets a 90-degree angle from the piece edge N towards the seam allowance N. When trim extend is selected, both neighboring seam allowances are extended until they meet at the corner. Chamfer angle sets the angle from the edge N towards the seam allowance end. Chamfer neighbor sets the angle from the edge end so that the seam allowance N matches the opposite edge when flipped. The truncate start and end spike settings removes sharp corner spikes by trimming them back using a distance threshold. The amount of trimming is calculated by multiplying the offset distance by the truncate value. For example, if the offset distance is 6 millimeters and the truncate value is 1, the spike will be trimmed at 6 millimeters from the corner. Geometry profile. Natural offsets the seam allowance following the profile of the selected edge. Line draws a straight line from the edge start and end points. The Apply Pattern Edge template allows you to change the pattern edge based on a selected template.